What's going on, crew? How's everybody doing today? Welcome, welcome. Happy Monday. What's up, Nina? What's up, Natasha, Travis, Cheryl, Tasha, Jerry, Charles, Beverly, Terry, Julie, Melinda, Dawn, Patty, Lil, Susan. What's up, Jerry? What's up, Trisha and Shawnee? So, a little bit something different today we got going on that we're going to try out. And I'm going to cut over here on the graph deck. I'm going to cut a template out. You can see we're going to cut around. A lot of you keep asking for lives and trainings where we actually go through the entire process. I'm going to go through the entire process here this morning for you to show you. And then what I'm actually even going to use, we found a few more boxes. Okay, we found a few more boxes. I know we were sold out of almost all the colors. We did find a few more boxes of the Chinese rhinestones that we're clearancing out. So those are up on the flash sales right now. Some of them that you may have seen that were out of stock before, like the red cyams and the emeralds and the citrines and the light topazes, which are golds. We found a few more of those. There are a couple more on there now, but again, they are first come, first serve, okay? But I'm gonna actually be using those stones, okay? The Chinese stones in the tutorial here just to show you how those work as well, all right? So first thing we need to do is I need to pull up the actual design, and the design that I'm using here today is going to be on sale as well. I discounted it for the actual day, okay? So it'll be on sale through the rest of the day. I'll show you what that file is as well. And just to let you guys know, we normally don't do giveaways during our lives during the day. I didn't even push this anywhere as far as push notifications and all of that stuff. So we'll start, just to see, we'll start at 200. And once we hit 200, we'll do a mini pack. So I'm thinking we'll give away a mini pack or two today, all right? FedEx just delivered the Pinkle stones. Sweet, they're bright, aren't they? They are a bright pink. People freaking love them. I wish we could get those back in a quality hot fix, was my goal with them. So let me go ahead and share screens here real quick and show you what we got going on. Okay, so you guys should see my Corel Draw here, okay? We got Corel Draw pulled up here. And this is the design that I'm going to create right here. So this is a pretty big design here, as you can see, as far as stone count. It's 3 colors of stones, but a lot of you are always asking, how do I do a 3-color design or a 2-color design? So that's what I'm going to do here, okay? And I'm still going to, I want to cut one of the templates as well to show you that too, all right? So here's the actual design. So let me pull it up on the website here to show you it. So let's go to the Rhinestone World main page. And this design right here is actually listed at $5 right now. Okay. So it has the breakdown of it all here. Okay. 1,750 stones. So like I said, it's a big stone count of all SS10 stones, but it's an awesome looking design. And I'm going to show you, you'll get the EPS and the SVG version as well, okay? Now, those of you who are looking for the stones that we're working on and working with today, these are the stones here, okay? So, like I said, we got a few more of the red Siam 500 grosses back in that we found in the back, a few more of the light topaz and the citrine and the jet black. I thought we had, oh, it looks like just in the matter of, we did have a few more of the emerald, but it looks like just in the matter of the few minutes here, the emerald's already gone, okay? But I'll be using some here to show you, and you can just use your regular stones as well. All right, so let's head back over to Corel Draw here. And here's what you guys will get when you purchase this design, if you were to get this design, okay? You'll see it's a 3-color design here, right? And we have obviously 3 different templates, but what the wizard does is the wizard actually makes it into these 3 different boxes for you to be able to brush all these in. How many of you here have done and created a 2 or 3 color design before? How many of you have done multiple color stone design? Whether it's a rhinestone car decal, a t-shirt, whatever it is. So let me know the most that you've done, whether it's a 1 color, 2 color, 3 color, 4 color, whatever it is. So there's our actual designs. I see a lot of you saying I have, which is awesome. Okay, here, not me. I got a few not me's, not yet. Okay, that's awesome. And that's the reason why we're doing this training here as well. So first thing we need to do is cut the template. So the template that I still have left to cut is this one right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight my design. I'm going to come up here, and I always like to launch it from just the launch area up here. I don't know why. I could do it over here in the wizard as well. I'm using Cutting Master 3. So Cutting Master 3 is for the GraphTech before it was the GraphTech Plus. Okay, so the GraphTech Plus, you'll be using Cutting Master 4. Just to let you know, we got 110 of you in here so far. We have 28 likes. So let's go ahead. Everybody click that like button real quick. We need to get these likes up here. So click the like button. We should be at least at 70, 80, 90 likes, right? At least at that. So as I'm running through this and you guys have different questions, okay, make sure to ask me questions as we're running through these things. So what we need to do, I'm going to flip my camera back over here. And I'm going to bring my camera to Cutting Master's opening right now. It was on the other screen. Sorry, I should have dragged it over. But let me flip my camera over to our webcam here so you guys can see the material and everything. So we have our material here, okay? So to cut this design here, I have right now, just to let you know, I have my speed set at 25 and I have my force set at 20, okay? So I'm going to take it out here to load the material, all right? I have my blue pinch roller areas. I'm just going to go ahead and get this lined up. That looks pretty good there. I'm going to lock down my pinch roller from the back, and I'm going to hit 2 for current position because I don't want it to feed all the way to the top again, okay? So it's going to bring it in its current position there, and now I can just arrange it a little bit and hit origin, and that just set my origin to start at that point. How many of you here have the GraphTech? And it's very similar with the Roland back here as well, okay? So I do have on shorts. It's freezing here too, though. It was like 60 degrees this morning. So now that I have this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to the software, and I want to show you it in the software as well. So let me screen share again real quick. Okay, so now you can see my design right here in the software, okay? So I'm going to come over to my cut settings, and I'm using a 45-degree blade, but it's an older blade. So I just bumped it up to, let's just bump it up to 21 to be safe, okay? So I got a speed of 25 and a cut force of 21 here. So I'm going to hit send, but let me send it back over to the other screen here in the other camera so you can see as it sends. So I'm going to stop my screen sharing here, and I'm going to hit send now on Cutting Master. So what that's going to do is it's going to bring it over to my GraphTech over here. So GraphTech's all set up. I can see the force and everything is good. Now, you can see my template over here that I have. I actually brushed in one of these already, okay? So let me see here. It's going to help if I have it plugged in. So let me do that real quick. And plug this in here. There we go. And please, as I'm going, please ask questions, okay? Yes, it is freezing at 60. In Florida, 60 degrees is freezing. So as I'm sending this back over here, okay, what I want to show you over here while we're getting that set up is my actual template here, okay? So I'm going to show you up close here. Just move the camera. So I did brush in the red stones already, okay? So these are my red Siam stones here that we have brushed in. And I have my hot fix tape here. And then I have my next color right here. This is what we're going to use for our emerald stones, right? Throw that off to the side for right now. And then the last template that we still need to cut is obviously the crystal stone. So I think everything's just running slow because I have so much going through with all of these cameras right here. Hopefully it's going to send over here. Give me 1 second. And let me get my questions up over here so I can see you guys as well. There we go. And let's open this up. All right, Cutting Master's opening here. Just being really slow with all of this stuff going on right now. Let's head over here to the YouTube channel. See if I can get the questions pulled up here. There we go. Now I got all my questions to be able to see as well. So, connected, 21. And let's see if we can get this to send. Normally we have it running on different computers, so it makes it a lot easier so it doesn't bog everything down. I might have to restart this real quick. Save this quick, and I'll brush it in as we're restarting here. Save that. Who's got the coldest weather right now? Uh-oh, we might have to. It looks like it's starting to freeze up with the camera as well. Can you guys still hear me okay? Because it's not letting me select anything right now. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Yes, Renee, you can hear? You can hear? Okay. Very weird. Give me 1 second here. Everybody can hear. Is the camera still good? You can see here? Yes? Okay. Here's what we're going to do. I think we're going to have to... I think we might have to do this. Let's go ahead and brush these in first, and then I'll see if it'll reboot here without having to log off the live. Because the issue is it slowing down everything with the CorelDRAW and the cutting. So let's go ahead and brush in this one of the stones first, and then we'll see if we can get it to go. Give me 1 second. I'm going to try one more thing here. Let me try and unplug this second screen. I wonder if that's doing anything with it. Okay, I'm not sure what I'm... All right, so let's go ahead and try and brush these in. I'm not going to be able to see you guys. I'm going to have to see the questions here right now because everything computer is frozen up. So you can see my template here. I have the red. So I brushed in all of my red stones, but I'm going to brush in the green stones so you guys can see those as well. So let's go ahead and bring a camera a little bit closer here so you guys can see it a little bit better. All right, so I got my hot fix tape. Hot fix tape's always a little bit bigger than the actual design. So let's pull off my hot fix tape here, and got all my stones in. I'm just going to drop that down real quick on top and just go over it with my hand here. All right, so now that I have that on there, I'm going to pull this up, make sure all of my stones attach, okay, because there'll be a few that you might not have touched. And let's go ahead and bring this back up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let this kind of hang off to the side here, okay? So let me scoot the camera back a little bit more so you can see kind of how I hang that off to the side. Now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my green stones, but I need my green template. So I'm going to pull this template off of here, and the way that the wizard lines everything up, all you need to do is be able to line a box up with a box. So when I put these two boxes basically on top of each other like this, you can see how everything lines up perfectly. So this right here, I'm basically just forming kind of a hinge. So it's going to sit back here. And now I'm going to grab my green stones. So let's go ahead and grab all of my emerald stones here. And again, these are all the Chinese stones here that we have for the flash sales. And I'm just going to start brushing these in now. So I have my circles. What are most of you guys cutting your circle size at? So that's where I see a lot of people have their biggest issues, is the circle size that you cut at. So I like to cut my circle size at 0.135 inches, okay? And a lot of you, and we used to, a lot of even our old videos that you'll see, we used to cut the circle size at 0.130 inches. We did find out with the Magic Flock, that was back in the Sticky Flock days, we did find out with the Magic Flock, 0.135 works a little bit better. They just brush in a little bit better. So I got all of those good there. I'm good here. Let's come across here. Those all look good. And you can see kind of as I work these in, I kind of brush in a straight line to get the excess ones out. So I do see that I have one SS6 stone here. So I'm just going to kind of get that one out of the way there. Sometimes you'll run into where you have a different size stone or you mix your stones together a little bit. Have any of you guys seen the video where when you mix SS6s and SS10s together by mistake, how you guys fix that? Camera's going nuts. Is it doing the little pulsing thing? Is that any better? Yeah, I'm going to adjust a little bit, see if that doesn't do it as much. Is that not doing it as much, or is it when I start brushing it in that issue happens? Better? Okay, sweet. Just let me know. So with these here, okay, one thing that you'll notice, especially in a huge stone count like this design here, is you will notice that the Chinese stones are a little bit smaller. And even though they're SS10s, they're just a slight bit smaller. So what that means is sometimes when you're brushing around your design, you'll see a little bit more wiggle room in there. Which the good thing is it means you can get them kind of a little bit closer together as well. So I'm almost done with all of that there. And we got one more right up here at the top. I know you guys probably can't see the actual stones, but then once we're done with this, okay, once we're done with this part, then we're just going to come back and layer the second part of the design. So the design isn't complete until we cut that third piece. So I might have to log off here if it isn't going to send the file over and log back on to YouTube to be able to cut that third piece. Or maybe we'll just hop over to the Facebook page, because I know that'll be fine as well. I could run the Facebook straight from here. So everything looks good there, looks good there. Let's see, I got one extra stone right here. Let's go ahead and knock that one out of the way. I normally like to get kind of eye level with it, and that's how you can see when you have these extra stones in here. Got one extra stone there. And this is an area here where a lot of you guys will see, I hate using tweezers, okay? But if it gets to a point on a big design like this, this might be one of your only times where you may want to look into it. Because I have one stone right there that, because of the magic flock, I may not want to go in and rebrush that area. So I can just do that for a quick little fix. Okay, so looks good there, everywhere around, last stone right there. So any excesses, I'm getting out of the way. Now, think about it. Remember, this is a 1700 stone design. So I probably brushed in around 600-700 stones right there. Okay, so now that I have those 600-700 stones done right there, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my design here and bring this back, and then all we do is just lay this down on it. So now you can see how that just lined up perfectly there. Okay, that's as simple as it gets right there. So what I'm going to do now, because I know it's not going to let me send this design over, let's everybody head over to Facebook. I'm going to go on Facebook Live here in about 5 minutes to get it set up so I can send my cut again. Okay, so head over and get you here. Let's head over to the Facebook page, because I want to show you the actual cutting side of it here. And I think running all of this off the same computer, it isn't going to allow me to do that. So give me 5 minutes. We'll head over to Facebook so we can finish this design up. All right, crew, I'll see you in just a minute.